as it'll be the Dragons of Houston and the Orlando Wizards. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From deep in the end zone, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's second down. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. That is incomplete. You look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Willis will look to throw it. That's complete to McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Well, it's an exciting time here in Central Florida for sure. Orlando's such a growing city, and now it's got a relocated NFL franchise to call home. And I know one group of people who are thrilled. That's the Madden developers right down the street. They're pumped. But truthfully, everyone in this city seems ready to support this team to the fullest. Touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Wizards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Quick throw complete. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams taking it in. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Back to throw again. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dragons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Willis. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That escapes the sack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So not only is that... And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Cowboy 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Willis looks to pass it here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
At the 20-yard line. Mustang 19. Hey, smash.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Willis. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw, Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate.
And now the rookie's free. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Willis will look to throw it. This is taken in by McBride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, here's Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points? There he goes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting, and even better.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This out quickly to Williams. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA. 2nd down and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. There he goes left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Street. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Willis. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
Remo. 65 catch, 7 Pirates, 7 Pop, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Willis looking to throw on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards. And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Rig alert, rig alert. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready?
Now Willis to throw. Able to shake him off. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
19 tight.
Willis looking to throw it. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Warriors 70. Go.
Willis now off play action. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Hurt. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let go.
They go play action with Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Willis, gotta have this one. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just all around a solid performance. And now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunity.